Matt Ryan said it best on the broadcast for CBS. He said he is one of the most underrated players in the game. And there's no doubt about it. He contributes to winning in a big way for this football team. Dak Prescott, to me, solidified himself as one of the very best quarterbacks in football with his performance against the New York Giants. I've always felt this way about Dak Prescott. Like, I have him ranked in that, 6 to 10 range, but you can legitimately make a case that he's the 5th best quarterback in football. Because my question to that would be, okay, who would you definitively put over him? Who would you definitively put over Dak Prescott outside of Burrow, Mahomes, Allen, Jackson? Outside of that, who are you putting over Dak Prescott? Definitively. I don't think you can make a legitimate case. I think that whatever case you can make the same case for Dak. You might not win that argument, but at the same time, you can make the argument. There is a lot of quarterbacks in that 5 to 12 range that you can have conversations about. But I don't believe that every quarterback in that 5 to 12 range is winning that game for the Cowboys yesterday. What Dak Prescott did was extremely impressive. And the New York Giants are not some bad defense. They have legitimate guys on their defense. And even though they still have legitimate guys on their defense and that pass rush is as good as they come, Dak Prescott was still able to make things happen. Dak Prescott was able to make the throws when he needed to make the throws. He put his team in a position to win, even though it seemed like his team was trying to do everything to not put him in a position to succeed with all the special teams penalties that they have. And I don't also understand why people are acting like this is something new for Dak Prescott. Like, oh my God, he's playing at a really high level. I never seen this from Dak. Well, if you never seen this from Dak, it's because you've been watching football for a year and you started watching football last year. That's why. I mean, Dak Prescott has been doing this for years. He's been playing high-level football for years. It's just you have not been opening your eyes and watching the games to see him do this. Matt Ryan said it best on the broadcast for CBS. He said he is one of the most underrated players in the game. And there's no doubt about it. He contributes to winning in a big way for this football team. And I get it, the playoff success. Oh my God, the playoff success. Okay, well, we have Lamar Jackson in the top 3. People think Lamar Jackson's a top 2, top 3 quarterback, and I'm one of those people. So if we're going to start talking about playoff resumes, let's make sure to keep that standard consistent across the board. Because if we're doing that and we're keeping it consistent across the board with playoff resumes, Lamar Jackson, get him out of that top 3. Lamar Jackson, his playoff resume isn't that impressive. He got to the conference championship game. Okay, you played a team that scored 3 points offensively that game. And he didn't even play well in the first half of that game. Like, that was a game in the first half. And then the second half, he turned it on because he has a good football team surrounding him. He has a fantastic football team. So that's why I just look at this and I say, man, Dak Prescott, he looks comfortable with this Brian Schottenheimer offense that they're running. He looks in control. He looks like he has a new level of freedom that he did not have under Mike McCarthy. And not only that, he has CeeDee Lamb to throw the football to. He has Pickens that's making things happen. I mean, that guy is a defensive pass interference merchant. Holy cow, man. I mean, this guy, it seems like every time they throw the ball to him, defensive backs are holding on to him and not allowing him to make a catch. It's valuable. Like, those plays are valuable. So, man, look, I came away very unimpressed with the Cowboys defense. They weren't good. And Matt Eberflus, we definitely have to look at him and say, hey, you got to make some changes here. I believe in Matt Eberflus as a defensive coordinator. And why do I say that? Because he became a defensive coordinator, a head coach, because he was such a good defensive coordinator. So I'm willing to believe that he's going to be able to put some things together and make some adjustments to this defense. We also have to ask the question, do they have the personnel? And I'm sorry, Micah Parsons doesn't just fix this whole thing. Like, you don't just snap your fingers and Micah Parsons fixes this whole thing. They have a lot of work to do personnel-wise on that defense because defensively, it's just not good enough. But I just think that there are so many positive things offensively for the Cowboys. And when I look at this team, they're going to be able to go up against a lot of teams in the league with that offense and the way Dak Prescott's playing. It's going to be interesting. They're going to be able to make things interesting no matter who they play. They played a team last week in Philly that people think could potentially be one of the best teams in the league, and they made that game interesting. They played the New York Giants, who people think could be one of the worst teams in the league, and they made that game interesting. So they're going to be a lot of fun to watch this year. And I just look at Dak, and I don't understand why people think that this guy is just a choke artist. I mean, this guy is one of the most clutch quarterbacks in football. I mean, when this guy needs to make a big play, he usually makes a big play. And yes, are there those times where it's like, oh, he fell short in this game or that game? Sure. But I can also look at this game, that game, and that game and say, hey, yeah, he might have came up short in those 2 or 3 games, but I have a whole list of games where he made the plays where he needed to make the plays. And that's why I just hold him in such high regard as a quarterback. And this is something he's done consistently throughout the course of his career. This is not just a one-year thing. Over the course of his career, he consistently makes big plays when he needs to make big plays. I get it. It hasn't happened in the playoffs yet. All right. It hasn't happened in the playoffs for Lamar Jackson yet either. And people still have him as a top 3 quarterback. So do we have standards or do we not have standards? Or do we just hold standards to one quarterback and not to the other quarterback because you like the other quarterback or you like the team that the other quarterback plays for? Let's be consistent.